Edtropolis! Isn't she beautiful? This town idea is genius, I tell ya!
I have to admit, you can resist the allure of big city architecture, big city theater, big city culture.
Big city scams! Check out Lumpy! He's got that look in his eyes!
Oh dear! Ed, would you care for a glass of cool lemonade?
I am a monster!
Welcome to another part of Ed and Eddy, Mis-Edventures. My name is Zen, and this is bonus level number 1, Ed-Zilla, which is basically kind of looking right into the eyes of Ed during that one episode. Except, this is, well, actually 2 episodes. There was one of the city, which we all know, and another one where Ed-Zilla was born. They're 2 different episodes. They do not combine with each other, but if they did, this is what it would look like, to be honest. I actually do like this idea of combining these 2 levels together. This is actually done a lot better than the last one because this actually makes sense in many ways. And it also introduces a character that is only in this game and is really kind of a crappy boss. In fact, the bosses in this game are really crap. They're not, like, good, so to speak. They're kind of way too easy and bland. This one's actually the hardest one out of all the bosses, which is sad because it's actually not that hard a level. In order to beat this one, you have to bash every single building, except the hospitals. The hospitals give you health, but they do not count as buildings to destroy, as you can see. You can keep every hospital alive. However, it is pointless to do that because they give you nothing for keeping all the hospitals alive, and once you cross the bridge collapses and you can't go back. So you're better off destroying it and taking whatever you can get. There are 3 areas. The first one I already did, the second one I just did, and now the third one. This one has a train, which you can destroy or it disappears. Using these tanks, which sound like Jimmy, you can use them to throw around, destroy stuff, all fun and good. And over here is a Johnny 2x4 statue, and he has the first jawbreaker. Just jump over to the water, break it down, and take it.
Yummy in my tummy!
There are only 2 jawbreakers in this entire level. There are no Easter eggs. There are no digging spots. And yes, I got hit and I had to drop it because a bit of delay in the animation. It happens. It's not a big annoyance until later on. Right now, you know, there's a lot of buildings around. Usually when you do get hit and you're carrying one of these tanks, it's gonna hit a building, so it doesn't really do that much being bad. Plus, the tanks do barely any damage to you, so you can't really, you know, lose because of these guys. They won't be that much of a problem. You can basically just destroy them in one hit, actually. They're really easy. The only hard part is the boss, and we'll begin to that pretty soon, after we destroy 80 buildings, which is actually a lot. Okay, so we're halfway there. Now, they kind of give you a hint on what the boss is going to be. It's the Canker Sisters because of the billboards. But this isn't its head, so they're not going to look like the Canker Sisters, even though they are. You're gonna love what they look like in this level. It is so hilarious. And this is actually one of my favorite levels of the entire game, because this is actually the best ideas for an episode ever. It's basically like a sequel to the Ed-Zilla, like the whole monster thing, and a sequel to the city that was made and pretty much got taken right down because the scam just went really bad at the end. But yeah, I really do like this episode because, yeah, and there's the last jawbreaker, by the way. It's just hidden right in between these 4 buildings. Really easy to collect. You can't miss it. But once you break all these buildings, this happens. Everyone, this is the cane curator. The cane curator. This is amazing. We have to throw chunky puffs at the cane curator, 10 of them in fact, to defeat her. She will shoot kisses at us, but there's another move she does, which is a stomp move. We have to jump over the stomp move. Otherwise, this is the easiest boss ever. But it's the hardest boss of the entire game. Like, at one point I do have trouble with the one boss, but it's only because I suck at throwing. And I'm not even going to swear at this, but I just love this episode. This is the best level of the entire game, hands down. Like the actual last level, like level 6, because there are only 6 actual levels and 2 bonus levels. The actual level 6, people find that the best, and I can see why. But this is the best, in my opinion. Like, this is the most hilarious and greatest of the episodes. Like, I can also see the second bonus level being the most liked, but yeah. This is the most liked, and I think it's also the shortest because we just beat it almost 50%. Time for cutscene.
Did you see that? It's an animal!
We can be worrisome at times.
I am a monster in a boy's body.
I love that ending. But now it's time for jawbreakers.
My.
Our next vintage one is Swedish. And that's it. Because if I check my cache, I'm pretty sure, yep. Oh well. Alright, so let's go ahead straight to the next level, which is called Ed on Arrival. So, thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the 4th level of Ed and Eddy the Mis-Edventures. See you guys.